How you doing? It's Look at Cloud Consultant and welcome to day one of AWS reInvent. On the channel, we're going to cover every single day at AWS reInvent, which is Monday through Friday. They're going to have keynotes every day, which will be about an hour and a half long, and we're going to turn that into a short newsletter and a video like this. We're going to provide you with the updates in like 5 minutes. So AWS has introduced their new Graviton 4 chips, right? This is a major upgrade designed to handle the biggest workloads that businesses have. It's great for demanding environments, making everything faster and more efficient. They also talk about improvements to AWS Nitro system, which is like a special piece of hardware that helps boost both security and performance in the cloud, make sure everything runs smoothly and safely. Now let's talk about a new type of storage setup called disaggregated storage. This is where you'll separate your compute and your storage. Now, AWS has made it possible to connect these two parts together much more efficiently. That means if you're using services like S3 or EBS, you'll be able to use them much more effectively with much better performance and management. This change is great for anyone who uses AWS to store lots of data, as it makes everything run faster and easier to manage. And of course, AI. Where would AWS reInvent be without AI? So they've introduced new tools like the Trainium 2 and the Ultra Server, which are designed to handle really large tasks. Things like training a model to understand and answer questions to images, for example. And the Trainium 2 is specifically built to make these processes faster and cheaper. AWS also made updates to Amazon Bedrock, which is their service for running AI models. They introduced a new option that makes it even quicker and more cost effective to use popular AI tools like Llama and Claude 3.5. This means if you need AI for tasks like chatbots or predictions, AWS had made it easier to get started. Finally, AWS introduced
something we call the 10p10u network,
which has introduced a new way of how data is moved around in the cloud. This means like faster and smoother connections, which is particularly important for stuff like AI, which consumes a lot of data. And they're also using new technology to make data center connections more reliable and quicker to set up. These new innovations will help anyone running big cloud setups to scale up more easily and keep everything working smoothly. So there you go, day one of reInvent, all things AI and infrastructure. So if this is what they're releasing in day one, who knows what they're going to release during the rest of the week. Make sure you subscribe to the newsletter and subscribe to the channel to get daily updates this week on AWS reInvent.
With that, I want to say goodnight, thank you, and enjoy your reInvent.